Good morning, happy Friday. My breakfast this morning is cheese on toast. I haven't had this for ages and I worked out my day so that I didn't need my cheese allowance later and decided to have it. So I've got 2 slices of Hovis Nimble bread which I've toasted. Then I've added half a tin of Crucial's barbecue sauce, 35 grams of lighter cheese, which is my Healthy Extra A, plus some almond milk. I've melted that onto the grill and I've added a splash of Lee & Perrins Worcester sauce. And then I've got some defrosted berries with some plain natural yoghurt and skinny syrup. So it's like a pudding, but it's my speed food, but it's also to help keep me full through the morning. And then I've got my big coffee with 80ml of almond milk and more skinny syrup. My Friday lunch is a bowl of butternut squash soup, which is a recipe on my channel. Butternut squash, potato, onion, chicken stock and herbs and spices. I've got 2 of the Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages, which are half a tin each, so 1 tin there. Then I've been struggling lately with not feeling full after lunch, and this salad needed using up, so I've got a little bowl of salad, green leaves, peppers, tomatoes and cucumber. And then I've got apple, strawberries and blueberries for pudding with a Aldi Diet Coke. Friday evening meal is one of the Morrison's fish cakes, which has melted cheese inside, so they are 2 tins each. They don't have any breadcrumbs, which means they are lighter in the tins. Then I've got some potato and carrot chips and a big salad, green leaves, tomatoes, peppers and cucumber. So 2 tins for the fish cake. And then for pudding I've got some flavoured quarks. I've just flavoured that with chocolate caramel skinny syrup, which is free, and salted caramel cake flavouring, which is also free, and some defrosted berries. So a free pudding, and then some no added sugar orange juice. So and then I've got half a tin of Aldi Bramwell's tomato sauce, so 2.5 tins on the table. So here's my Friday evening snacks, but before that I just popped to Aldi and did our evening shop and picked up some of these sugar-free blackcurrant and licorice sweets, and these are half a tin each. So after my evening meal I just had one of those for half a tin. So before my evening snacks I'd already had 4.5 tins throughout the day. And then I'm going to have some strawberries. I've got this big pack of strawberries also from Aldi. And I'm going to have some sweet chilli pea snacks for 4 tins. This Green and Black's hazelnut 15g bar, also for 4 tins. This is dark chocolate with hazelnut. And then I'm going to have 20 grams of these Frutella fruit foams, and it's 8 tins for the whole bag, and there's 80 grams in a bag. So if you split it into 20g portions, they are 2 tins. So you get about 6 or 7 sweets for 2 tins. So I end the day on 14.5 tins. Good morning, happy Saturday. My Saturday breakfast is my carrot cake baked oats. These are really easy to make. I think there's already a recipe in my Vlogmas videos, but it's basically 40 grams of oats for your Healthy Extra B. I use 40ml of almond milk and then some sweetener or skinny syrup and 1 egg, and then a grated carrot, and then some cinnamon, mixed spice and ground ginger. And I've got that with some strawberries and blueberries and a Brooklyn skinny latte yoghurt, which is free on the plan, with my usual coffee. So I think today, actually thinking about it, I might have to count some sins for my almond milk, but I'll work that out later. Oh, and then I've also got 20 grams of, 15 grams of dried fruit in there for 2 sins. So it's sultanas raisins in there to make a proper carrot cake. So 2 sins there with my Healthy Extra B, and as I say, I'll probably have to count some sins for almond milk today. Saturday lunch is an egg wrap. So I've made a sort of skinny omelette from 2 eggs and mixed herbs and salt and pepper, made it into an egg wrap. Inside the egg wrap I've got some green leaves, I've got 2 slices of ham from Aldi, and then I've got 25 grams of lighter mature cheese. So what I've actually done is I've worked out that the almond milk that I've had today will be half my Healthy Extra A, and then the 25 grams of cheese in here will be the other half. And then I've got a bit of salad, some green leaves, peppers, tomatoes and cucumber. Oh, and also on the egg wrap I've got 15 grams of Crucial's spicy tomato chutney for half a sin. So the entire plate is half a sin plus half my Healthy Extra A. Then I've got some fruit, a pink lady apple, a few blueberries, a few strawberries, and there's half an apricot there as well. And the Cola 0X from Aldi, which is free on the plan. My evening meal is a butterflied chicken breast, which I've marinated in 1 sin's worth of the Nando's lemon and herb sauce. So it's half a sin for a tablespoon. So I've got 1 sin on the chicken breast with my usual salad, some potato and carrot chips, and then I've got some fat-free Greek yogurt with chives, onion granules and salt and pepper as a dip. I've got a no added sugar orange juice, and then I've got the caramel flavoured Coke, which is free, and a few strawberries and blueberries. So 1 sin on the table. My Saturday evening snacks are a fresh nectarine, which looks lovely. These are the ripe and ready ones from Sainsbury's, and my mum's bought me them as a treat. So that's a nice nectarine. Then I've got my usual big coffee with almond milk. So the almond milk I've used in my 2 coffees and my baked toast adds up to about 200 ml. And then I've had 25 grams of light cheese, and that's my Healthy Extra A. Then I've got the 4th muffin from my carrot cake baked oats as part of my evening snacks. And I've got some salt and vinegar pea snacks, which are 4 sins from Aldi. And then I've got this 35 gram bar of Green and Black's milk chocolate. Now the whole bar is 10 sins, so I'm going to have half, which is 6 squares, for 5 sins. And I'd already had 3.5 sins elsewhere in the day, so I end on 12.5 sins. Good morning, happy Sunday. My Sunday breakfast is a bacon and egg sandwich. So I have 60 grams of Andrew's homemade wholemeal bread. Then I've got half a sin of Bramwell's tomato ketchup from Aldi. Then I've got some bacon medallions and a fried egg done in Frylight. I've got a chopped pink lady apple and a big coffee made with 80 ml of almond milk. The almond milk I'm using at the moment is the Actileaf from Aldi, and you can have 550 ml of that for your Healthy Extra A. So that is my breakfast. My lunch today is this roast chicken pasta mugshot, which is 2.5 sins on the plan. A little bit more than I wanted to spend perhaps, but I just wanted a quick dinner. So I've made it up and I've added some chicken breast strips. It's these ones from Aldi, and I've just fried, which are free on the plan. It's just frozen chicken, and I've just fried them up in the frying pan, chopped them up a little bit, and added some of this Perfect Shake chicken to flavour them. So I've added some chicken to the mugshot, and I've also added tomatoes, peppers and cucumbers, so that's 2.5 sins there. And then for my pudding I've got an apricot, a nectarine, a few strawberries and a few blueberries. And I haven't got it out yet, but I'll also have a zero cola from Aldi. My evening meal tonight is my Slimming World creamy tomato sauce with pasta and meatballs, which is what I made on the channel last weekend. So I've boiled the pasta, cooked the meatballs in the Actifry and added the creamy tomato sauce, which you can get from Iceland and is free on the plan. I've got the Slimming World meatballs, which are also free, some stir fry veg and 30 grams of light cheese as my healthy extra A. And then I've got a mango and passion fruit broccoli, which is free on the plan, and a sugar-free orange juice. My Sunday evening snacks are my big coffee with 80ml of almond milk. If I forget tomorrow I'll be back on the Alpro unsweetened milk, which I'll tell you the healthy extra allowance for tomorrow. But anyway, I've got 80ml of almond milk in my coffee. Then I've got these sweet and smoky chickpea puffs from M&S, which are 4.5 sins, and a 26-gram Crunchie, which is 6 sins. I usually have some fruit, but I did eat my evening meal a bit later, so I'm not feeling like I need the fruit today. I'd already had 3 sins elsewhere in the day, so I end on 13.5 sins. Good morning, happy Monday. My breakfast this Monday is 40 grams of all brown golden crunch, which is my healthy extra B, and it's absolutely delicious. Then I've got a papaya and coconut broccoli yoghurt from Aldi, which is free on the plan. Nectarines for my speed and also to add some freshness and juiciness. Makes a lovely breakfast, this. And then my big coffee with 80ml of Alpro almond milk, unsweetened and unroasted. I'll check the allowance that you can have and let you know later. My lunch today is curry loaf, so I've made it using ingredients that are sin-free, and you can find the recipe on my channel or on pictures over in Instagram or Facebook. I've got half a sin of Crucial's sweet onion chutney. I've then got a big salad, green leaves, peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, balsamic vinegar and ground sea salt. And then I've got a yoghurt dip. So I use the Aldi fat-free Greek style yoghurt and add salt and pepper, onion granules and chives, and it's really nice. Just adds another dimension to your salad. And then I've got an apple, an apricot, a few strawberries and a few blueberries with my sugar-free cola from Aldi. My evening meal is Andrew's slow cooker mince. So we have 5% mince cooked in the slow cooker with the Aldi beef casserole packet mix, which is 6 sins. So I count 3 sins for my portion. I've got some singing Swede mash, some mixed vegetables, carrots, broccoli and cauliflower. And then I've got 33 grams of reduced fat cheese, when normally you can have 40 grams for your healthy extra A. And as the other part of my healthy extra A, I have this Alpro roasted almond unsweetened drink, which is for your healthy extra A, it's the whole litre, but I'll just have about 200 millilitres in my coffees, and mixing that with cheese for my healthy extra A does seem to work for me. And then my pudding is the caramel flavoured quark again, which is free, and some chopped strawberries and blueberries with a no added sugar juice. So 3 sins on the table. My Monday evening snacks are a second big coffee with the 85ml of almond milk as part of my healthy extra A. I've got the small bag of breadsticks from Tesco, which are 4 sins. for the whole. I've got one of the spiral bars from Aldi, which has 6 sins. It's broken there, you can see. It's just like a chocolate wafer with chocolate cream inside. Then I've got some of my sin-free hummus to dip the breadsticks in, and a nectarine. And I'd already had 3.5 sins earlier in the day, so I end on 13.5 sins. Good morning, happy Tuesday. My breakfast this morning is my cheesecake. So I've got 40 grams of grape nuts for my Healthy Extra B. I've got the caramel flavoured quark, which is free on the plan. And then I've got some fresh strawberries and blueberries with my usual big coffee made with 80ml of almond milk. My Tuesday lunch is a small jacket potato. That one is 270 grams if anyone's interested. Then I've got some of my homemade sin-free hummus, which is a recipe on my channel. I've got a large salad, green leaves, tomatoes, cucumbers and peppers with sea salt and balsamic vinegar. Then I've got a nice fruit salad again, a pink lady apple, an apricot, some strawberries and a few blueberries. This fruit from Aldi has been absolutely delicious, and I got a massive punnet of strawberries which have been lasting really well, and my usual zero sugar cola. Well, my evening meal today is the pasta and meatballs again. So it's just cooked pasta in the creamy tomato sauce, which is a tub from Iceland from the Slimming World range, which is free on the plan. Some stir fry veg, the Slimming World meatballs, and 30 grams of lighter cheese as part of my Healthy Extra A. Then I've got a mango and passion fruit yoghurt and a no added sugar orange juice. My evening snacks for Tuesday are a nectarine. These are the ready to eat ones from Sainsbury's and they are delicious. A big coffee with 80ml of almond milk as part of my Healthy Extra A. Some sour cream and cracked black pepper Sun Bites crispy snacks, which are 6 sins. And one of these flour and white chocolate meringue bars coated in dark chocolate and chocolate crumbs. So I'm assuming it's a meringue bar with chocolate outside. So these are 98 calories, so they're 5 sins. And I saw them on Mrs Mummy Wright's Instagram, and I treated myself to some from their website. I'm not sure where else you can get them from, but they do have a website. So that is 5 sins, and that is 6 sins. And I haven't had any other sins today, so I end on 11 sins. Good morning, happy Wednesday. My breakfast this morning is overnight fruit wheats. So I have 45 grams of cherry fruit wheats, which I get from Aldi. Most supermarkets do some kind of flavouring. Please check the app for the amount that you're allowed. So 45 grams of cherry fruit wheats. Then some flavoured and sweetened fat-free Greek yoghurt. Some fresh strawberries and blueberries. And my usual big coffee made with almond milk. My lunch today, still Wednesday, is a piece of my crustless quiche. So in there is bacon and peppers, and it's made with quark and about 30 grams of light cheese as part of my Healthy Extra A. And I've got my usual salad, green leaves, tomatoes, cucumbers and peppers with my yoghurt dip, the same as the other day. And then I've got my usual fruit bowl, pink lady apple, apricot, strawberries and blueberries with a cola. I have had a terrible morning at work, and all I want to do is eat sweet things. So I'm really struggling today, but hopefully this will hit the spot. My evening meal today is a roast chicken dinner. So I have some chicken breasts here sliced, some mixed vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower and carrots, and some OXO roast potatoes. That recipe is on my channel, they are delicious. And then I've got some gravy. So the gravy we use is this Schwartz roast chicken gravy, and the pack is 4 sins. So I have half here, and that is 2 sins. You just make it up with water and it's really tasty. For my pudding, I've got some chocolate quark with strawberries. So in a whole pot of quark, I've used one of these Options Belgian chocolate salted caramel sachets, which is 2 sins, and I've also added some skinny syrup, and then I've got half the pot here for 1 sin with my no added sugar blackcurrant juice. So this is my Wednesday evening snacks. So I've got my usual coffee made with almond milk. I've got a nectarine. This is a Ripen at Home one from Aldi. They're okay, nothing exciting. I've got some of my sin-free hummus. Not sure whether I'll eat all that, but it does need using up. Then I've got some Tesco mini breadsticks for 4 sins. That's how many you get for 4 sins. And then I just thought I'd show you the inside. I'm having another one of these flour and white chocolate meringue bars. And they're quite sizable. They're probably about the same size as a 6 sin 26 gram Crunchie. And what it is inside it's chocolate meringue, and then it's coated in chocolate, and it's got cacao nibs on the top. And I don't think they're overly sweet. They're not like teeth shatteringly sweet. I think they're quite nice. Definitely worth 5 sins anyway. So elsewhere in the day I've had 3 sins, so I end the day on 12 sins. Good morning, happy Thursday. My breakfast this morning is chocolate Weetabix muffins. So they are made from 40 grams of chocolate Weetabix minis, crushed up, and then add an egg, some yogurt and some sweetener, then split into muffin cases and cook on 200 degrees for 25 minutes, and you get Weetabix muffins. I've got some strawberries and blueberries, got my big coffee made with almond milk, and I'm going to eat it with the rest of the yogurt, the skinny latte one that I use to make the muffins. For my lunch today, Thursday, I have butternut squash soup. So I used frozen butternut squash, potato, onion, chicken stock, flavourings. The recipe is on my channel to make up butternut squash soup. Then I've got 2 Linda McCartney vegetarian sausages, which are half a sin each. So 1 sin there. Then I've got, a bit odd I know, but I've got 30 grams of lighter cheese as my healthy extra A. I thought I'd have it now rather than later to help fill me up. And then I've got my fruit salad, nectarine, peach, strawberries and blueberries. Sorry, I forgot to pause the TV. And then I've got my 0 sugar cola. My Thursday evening meal, I'm just back from weigh-in and I'll update you on my results shortly, is the Aldi Slimwell Chicken Tikka Masala. Now please do your own research on these because they are not on the app, but you can run them through the sin calculator or you can Google them to find other people's opinions on their sin value or whether they're free or not. But because I'm a Target member and I've looked at the calories and the ingredients, I'm happy personally to treat it as free. So I've got the chicken tikka masala, I've got half the portion here. I'm saving the other half for later, and I've got half a bag of boil in the bag rice, white rice. Then I've got a bowl of salad, a bit of a weird combo again I know, but it's just what needs eating up. Green leaves, tomatoes, peppers and cucumber. My usual blackcurrant juice, and I've got the other half of my chocolate quark that I had, I can't remember when I had it anyway, with the chocolate sachet stirred in, so that is 1 sin there. So just 1 sin on the table. Finally, for my evening snacks on Thursday, I have my usual big coffee made with almond milk. I have the very last of the hummus. and I've got some leftover plum tomatoes to dip in my little bit of hummus. Then I'm in a chocolate mood today, so I've got one of the Marks and Spencer's crispy fudge bars, which are 130 calories, so I work that out as 6.5 sins. Yeah, that's right, 6.5. And then I've got the other half of the green and black organic milk chocolate bar. The whole thing is 10 sins, but I've just got half here, so that's 5 sins. And I'd already had 2 sins elsewhere in the day, so I end on 13.5 sins. So I'm very pleased to say that I lost £6 this week, taking me to a total loss of 15 stone over 2 years and 2 months. So a £6 loss this week, that's absolutely cracking. I've had a really good week. If you want to know more about my weight loss journey and how I feel about my results this week, then please tune into my Slimming World update that will be going up over the weekend. Please check all sin values and healthy extras for yourself to protect your own weight loss. But any questions, please ask below. I do hope you've enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.